talk fashion, we talk clothes, we talk jewelry, we talk beauty, and we talk footwear. And right now, we've got Clarks for you. A really great wedge, and we also have a ballet flat coming up as well. But a really great wedge that if you're looking for just a walkable, comfortable shoe from a brand that's been around for nearly 200 years, they really are experts in feet, and when it comes to making your feet feel good, Clarks is the one to reach for. And we've got this beautiful leather sandal. It's a great wedge that is 2 3/4 inches high, so it's not gonna be too high for you to walk in. Medium and wide widths, starting with size 5, going to size 12, and we have half sizes. And you've got an introductory price. Get these home on FlexPay for $17.50, and you're seeing them there in the white. We also have them for you in black, in tan, in blue, in blush, and metallic, and we'll show you all of those up close. But Michelle Protano is joining us.
Hello.
Hello, with Clarks. She is the specialist from Clarks. And Michelle, these have already been so popular here at HSN.
Yes, so this was a Today special about 2 weeks ago, and it was amazing. Everyone loved it. I wore them pretty much for 15 hours that day, and I'm not gonna lie, my feet were so comfortable. I drove home in these. I didn't rip them off the second I got home. This is that wedge that is just so comfortable. And it's so fashion forward. I mean, it's kind of unexpected from Clarks, but we really know how to marry fashion with style.
For sure, and you see that, in every, you know, whatever the variety of shoes are. So as you're looking at these, you're seeing some of the lighter colors. That was the white. The one right in front of Michelle is that beautiful metallic, which if you want something that's gonna be neutral that goes with anything, that metallic can do, for sure.
I love it.
We have them also for you in the, is this one the tan?
No, that's the tan.
Oh, okay, so this one's the blush.
Yes, this is the blush.
We have it for you in this beautiful blue, and it's like a mineral blue. It's not, I like that the colors aren't too,
denim.
Yeah, for sure. This is the tan, if you also wanted another neutral, and then this is that black. Very, kind of, I like the cutouts because it kind of lightens up, so it doesn't look like a heavy shoe when you're wearing it.
And it's not a heavy shoe because of that EVA outsole. So you have that cork wrapped heel, but it's EVA under there, so it's super lightweight. And then you have all the flexibility. I mean, normally a wedge is not flexible. Look at how flexible that is on her foot. I mean, you go to any department store and pick up a wedge and it's not gonna flex that easily. And then you have our ultimate comfort footbed in there. So that's that heel to toe cushioning. It's our ultimate comfort footbed. You can see here all that cushioning when I press down on it. It feels like you're almost standing on like a memory foam mattress. It's purposeful padding where you need it most. It's 4 millimeters of all of that comfort. And it's not gonna flatten out over time. It's antibacterial, it's gonna wick away any moisture, so you don't need to worry about your feet sweating in the summer. I know here in Florida, we worry about that sometimes, but no need to worry about that. You have all that technology built in.
For sure, and you can see it, and I love that you see the layers so that you can really understand when you put the shoe on, you say, wow, why does it feel so good?
Yeah.
I mean, these are from a brand that's been around for nearly 200 years. And did I read appropriately that about 200 pairs of hands touch each shoe before it gets to the marketplace?
It's crazy. I mean, we analyze everything. Our designers make sure that they're using the right stitching, and all the stitching is done by hand. And then we have extensive fit tests and a very extensive QA process. So it's not like when you get a pair of Clark shoes, you're just getting a product just thrown in a box. I mean, we really analyze everything and make sure that we're giving you the best product possible.
For sure.
And that's why we've been a company for almost 200 years.
And I like that when you put these on, there's no break-in period. They just instantly feel good.
Oh my gosh, they are so flexible right out of the box.
Yeah, and which you can't say about a lot of shoes and even sandals, but you can say them about your Clarks. Look at that flexibility.
I know.
I mean, that's where your foot flexes when you walk. And so, you know, if your shoe does not flex where your foot flexes, then your shoe and your foot are having a fight.
Exactly, and no one wants to be unhappy. I mean, think about all those events you've gone to where they're pretty much ruined because your feet are not comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, when I look at pictures of the weddings I've gone to, I don't want to remember, oh, I was so uncomfortable in those shoes. I want to remember being comfortable and not even have to think about my feet. And with this wedge, you could wear this to a wedding. I mean, especially the metallic. That would be gorgeous for a wedding.
It's so funny that you mentioned weddings, and I was in a wedding, one of my best friends, this was years ago, and I threw the shoes away during the reception. I went into the ladies' room and threw them away. Luckily, we were near the beach, so I could just walk barefoot. But the shoes were just so uncomfortable, I couldn't take it. I literally wore them for a couple of hours just for the wedding, and that was it.
And I'm sure they were so expensive too.
Yeah, but I said, I will never wear them again, and I wouldn't even, give them to somebody to have their feet hurt as bad as mine. We all have my feet hurt story because of shoes that weren't appropriate for us. But not when it comes to Clarks.
Exactly. And once you try Clarks, you're hooked. I mean, I've been wearing Clarks for over 10 years now. And it's pretty much all that I have left in my closet at this point. Like you said, I've thrown out the other ones because I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm a mom, and I don't have time to deal with all of that. I want to be comfortable when I'm out and not dealing with, bunion pain or rubbing or any of that. So it's really just all about that comfort.
For sure, and that's what you have here. And you're gonna order these in medium or wide widths, which I always like that there's an option there. Because maybe over the years your feet have changed a little bit. Or you mentioned like bunions. Maybe you have issues with the sides of your feet, and it's just so much better if you don't have to squeeze into something that's going to maybe rub in areas that you don't want it to. You order sizes 5 to 11. We do have half sizes. And Michelle, for somebody maybe who've never worn Clarks, would I just order my regular shoe size?
Yes, true to size, definitely. But you know what also I love about this is that you have this hook and loop closure. So if you have a skinnier ankle or a thicker ankle, this can be totally customizable. If your feet swell during the day, so you can make it a little bit looser. So that's another great feature. We do a lot of hook and loop closures at Clarks.
For sure, and as you're looking at those, again, you see the metallics. There are several neutrals. I would even venture to say that they're all pretty neutral.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
You can't, so whether it's the metallic, we've got the white, which is not a stark white. No. So I don't want you to think, oh gosh, it's gonna be too bright. It's not. It's
more like a whipped cream.
Yes.
White,
I like where you're going with that. We have it for you in the blush. Typically when we think of blush, we do think a little bit pink. This doesn't have that pink in it. It's just a really clean, nice nude blush. We've got it for you in blue, which I call it mineral blue because it's, but I think it's gonna look great with jeans.
Definitely, that's for your denim girls.
For sure. This is the tan, and you're gonna see these on Erin in a moment, and I love them with your summer dresses. And then we have it for you in black. And if you wanna wear black in the summertime, in the hot weather, it's nice that it's not a bottom, the sole is not black, the outsole, it's just lighter. Cork. If you love the look that you see on Erin, look at how great that is. She's wearing a Vince Camuto dress. She has on a Curations hat. She's wearing a Patricia Nash backpack. How cute! And she's wearing the Clark sandal that we're talking about.
Adorable.
I mean, I love that look.
Yeah, it's like the boho vibe.
And she's comfortable. She could go to concerts. She could go to the farmer's market. She could go traveling. I went to the big amusement park here locally yesterday. That would have been perfect there.
Right.
I mean, and in those shoes, she's not counting the hours to take them off.
Right, and that's the thing about wedges too. You feel more sure-footed in a wedge, but normally, like, I wouldn't wear a wedge during the day if it was from another brand. I would put on my flip-flop or my sneaker, but with these, I can wear these all day into night because of all of that comfort built in here.
Absolutely, and so as you're shopping, and maybe you're thinking, yeah, I do want or need a new sandal for the warm weather. These are an introductory price, so we took $10 off of our regular HSN price. You've got them on 4 flex pay, which means you can spread that payment out over any credit card, or over 4 credit card payments using any major credit card and get them home for $17.50. And if you're saying, oh, I can't buy shoes without trying them on, you are trying them on. You're just trying them on at home without any pressure, you've got 30 days. We do an easy return. So if for any reason you wanted to return them, there's a label in the box. You just pack them back in the box, put that label on, and send them back, and you get your money back, which is great. But you have a shoe that was made by footwear and shoe experts and foot experts, because brands don't stay in business for nearly 200 years if they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. I mean, we are the leaders when it comes to footwear. We're not the followers. And this is just a prime example of how we have come to bring out more of our style. We actually started as a slipper company in 1825, but we've still stayed true to that comfort DNA, but added all of this style, especially in the last few years.
For sure. And so as you're seeing those, again, you're gonna be able to wear these with anything, because I like that the way that the strap comes around. First off, they're easy to put on because that is a hook and loop, and then that's it, and they don't come loose. It's not like a flip-flop where your feet are gonna kind of hit the back of your heel if that's not something that you appreciate. And I like that they don't come around the ankle, because for some women that can be an issue.
Right.
That's not
digging.
the issue with
There's no digging with any buckles on the ankle here. You don't need to worry. I actually don't even unhook the hook and loop to get these on. I can just stretch it out a little bit and put it right over my foot. And if you don't, like to deal with hook buckles, this is that perfect shoe. And look at that asymmetrical design with those laser cut details. Those actually don't go all the way through. So we have this soft microfiber fabric on the inside. See if you can see it here a little bit better. So you're not gonna feel any of those little perforations there. And that asymmetrical design is so flattering on the foot. It makes your foot look a lot slimmer than it really is, actually.
Very nice.
And the vamp too, it comes down perfectly and hits right where it should. It doesn't, it really elongates the leg the way that the vamp hits you on your ankle.
Do you see that? I like that there is beautiful design detail, but it's not overly done. And it's not too much that, one, it's gonna take away from your outfit, or two, that you feel like, are they too time specific? Like, is it too spring 2019 specific?
Right.
As long as you can still wear the size shoe, you're gonna be wearing these.
This is not going out of style anytime soon.
And it's less than 3 inches on that heel. I always say anything 3 inches or below, particularly below 3 inches, is gonna be an easy walkable heel. So if you wear heels and you're used to wearing them and you usually wear them higher, you're gonna like that this is a heel that you can comfortably walk in, still gives you some height, but you don't feel like you've gone over to the edge of dressy. You know what I mean? If you mentioned, if you are going to occasions this spring and summer, and a sandal is appropriate because you're going to like a garden wedding or a garden party or things like that, family reunions, this is gonna be great because it is a wedge and you're not gonna sink down into the grass.
You have all that stability, and then you have that rubber outsole too. So you're gonna get all that great grip and traction. You don't need to worry about slipping and sliding around. And I love how we did the wedge in that cork, so it makes it very transitional for day to night. I mean, you could wear this with even a pair of shorts during the day, and then at night with any of your dresses, maxi skirts. And you know what's great also, if with a maxi skirt, if you need a little bit of lift to get it off the ground, or a romper, kind of like you're wearing, this gets you off the ground, but still keeps you comfortable and makes you not feel like you're wearing a really high heel.
Yeah, and I like that too. And because that's the first thing I thought when I put it on was, oh, it's a heel. It's almost like a heel without being a high heel. You know what I mean? Where there's some times where you do need a little bit of lift because of what you're wearing.
Right.
But you don't really, you're thinking, I can't wear high heels all day with everything I have to do. You mentioned that you're a mom. I am too, just kind of running around.